Welcome to the first part of our 8-part series, My Dirty Little Secrets for Buying a Home. I'm Delaney and I'm a licensed real estate agent here in the Boise area, here in Idaho, and I am super excited to share all of my information with you guys about buying a home. Today we're going to be talking about how to go with the flow of the market and what that means for you. Did you know that there is not only a yearly flow to the market, but also a weekly flow? So you need to know the difference between these things and how that affects you when purchasing a home. So if you weren't aware already, there are 2 cycles when it comes to the real estate market. There is a yearly cycle and a weekly cycle. And we'll break those down for you guys here in a little bit. But to really understand this, let's use surfing as a metaphor here. The surfers, some of the best surfers in the world, I should say, obviously know that there's a time of day that the waves are going to be the best. And they also know the time of year that the waves are going to be the best. And they purposely seek out those times to surf. And we are going to do the same for the real estate market with you. So going with the flow of the market, you as a home buyer are going to be way less stressed and more successful in purchasing a home if you can understand these flows and know what to expect each week and as we break down the year. So let's go over these. So let's talk about the weekly inventory cycle. So if you aren't aware already, most homes hit the market Thursdays and Fridays. This is intentional by most agents because they want new inventory over the weekend. Depending on the MLS, sometimes it's 3 days, sometimes it's a little different depending on where you live, but the MLS will show new for a certain number of days. And if they can post that new house on a Thursday or Friday, that means all weekend they're getting that advertisement that it's a new listing and more traffic through that property. So what does this mean as a buyer? This means that you need to be aware that Thursdays and Fridays are going to be the time when your agent is sending you those new listings. They're going to be doing a lot of research on those days. And you as a buyer are going to be prepared to go out on Saturday and Sunday and see those homes. Sometimes they have open houses and sometimes they don't, just depending. However, it is always best to talk to your agent before you go see an open house on a property that you want to possibly purchase. Depending on the neighborhood you are looking at, a home will either be listed to sell in a quick amount of time or for the most amount of money. So if you see a deadline posted, this often means an agent is trying to increase the sale of the price of the home by giving a deadline to buyers on a Monday or even a Sunday evening so that you get competitive offers right off the bat and that the price will be driven up immediately. The next thing you need to know is that most home prices are dropped on Mondays or Tuesdays. So this means that if there's a property that you've had your eye on but has been sitting for a little bit longer, keep an eye out on a Monday or a Tuesday to see if they drop the price of that home. Now, this is generally what the weekly cycle will look like for you. Most agents start their week on Thursdays and Fridays, and their week ends on Mondays and Tuesdays. So just be aware that if you are looking for a house, your weekends will never be the same. So here's what to expect during the year. So the year in inventory in real estate typically looks like a bell curve. I will put a photo in here so you guys can kind of see it. Typically our low periods are December and January, and it picks up in the spring and summer months. Most people want to move when the weather is nicer, but they also want to be moved into their home prior to kids starting school. So depending on your personal goals, sometimes purchasing a home in the fall or the winter can actually serve you better in the long run. So something to think about and to talk about with your agent. As mentioned, the suburban housing market typically follows a school schedule. So you will see more homes hit the market in April, May, June, because they are trying to move and be in their new home for their new school by the time August and September hits. So if you are looking for a wide variety of homes, the spring and summer market is going to be the time to look. However, sometimes that means prices are increased because there's a lot more people in that market looking for homes during that time. Everybody who sells a home usually needs to purchase a home within a reasonable amount of period. Also, sometimes you'll see a dip in July and August in the market because people are getting settled into their homes prior to school being started and they don't want to sell their home during that time. However, that doesn't mean it's a bad time. It just means you are paying attention to what is happening in your local market and applying that to the real estate market. So what does this mean for you? It means that you need to go with the flow of the market. The market is going to constantly be all over the place and you need to be agile and ready to move with it. It also means that you need to have a conversation with your real estate agent. It is really, really important for us agents to know your goals and to be invested as much as you are. So that means that you need to share those goals with us so that we can advise you guys on when the market is the best for your particular goals. We are no crystal ball readers. There's no magic 8-ball that's going to tell us exactly when the perfect moment is for you to purchase a home. However, by being flexible and being willing to ride the wave of the real estate market, you are going to find the home that is right for you in the right time. And your real estate agent is going to be able to help you through that as you continue to invest and look for opportunity within the real estate market. As always, my name is Delaney. I am your resource for all things real estate. So please feel free to reach out. Even if you're not here in Idaho, I would love to help you. And I have a network across the country of agents who would be more than happy to help you. So please feel free to reach out. I love chatting with you guys. If you have any questions, you can leave them here on YouTube below, or you guys can reach out to me. All of my contact info is here in the description, and I'm super excited for you guys to continue to learn more about the real estate market.